Okay guys, so this is just going to be a quick video to help you understand how to find the area of a non-right triangle. And this is kind of cool because it's going to also save you from having to do 1/2 base times height, like back in geometry. You know, if you had a non-right triangle, your teacher probably made you find the height. That way you could just use this formula. So everybody knows 1/2 base times height. But a lot of times you had to find stuff out before you could do it. So by using this method, some shortcut formulas were developed. The first one is a formula that I use if I have an SAS triangle. So remember, an SAS is a side angle side. So if somebody gives me a side, I'm just making this up, and then they give me another side, and then they give me the angle in between. Okay, so let's say it looks something like this. If it's a side, then an angle, then a side, you can find the area of the triangle by just doing the following. Just multiply the two sides, then times the sine of the included angle, okay, and then divide that by 2. So it's still kind of like a 1/2, but it's not anything like a base times height, okay? So that's pretty much it. So the actual formula might look like the following. Area is equal to 1/2 BC sine of A. And the reason it's BC and A is just to make sure that you understand that whatever angle is here is included. It's in between these two sides. So that's what I did here. I just did it with numbers instead of a formula. So that's one way to find the area. Now, if you don't have a side angle side, like let's say that somebody had given you, you know, not this side, but maybe you had this and it was an SSA. Well, you can still use this formula. You can. It just means that you might need to find this first by using your law of sines, or maybe you need to find this first by using your law of sines, and then you could still run the same idea, the same formula. So very, very handy area formula for non-right triangles. Now there is another option, and it's called Heron's formula. So Heron's just the dude that made this up, or discovered it, I should say. Okay, Heron's formula, I'm not going to lie, I don't use this a lot. I only use it if I have a side, side, side triangle because it's kind of long, and if I don't have all 3 sides already, then it's going to be a pain to have to find all 3 sides, then get to use this formula. So what Heron's formula is, it's kind of 2-part. The first thing you have to do is find a variable s by adding all the sides of your triangle together and dividing by 2. Okay, then once you find this, now I'm just going to draw this because remember A, B, and C, just the sides of your triangle. Okay, so once you sort of take this measurement of all the sides and divide it by 2, then area is found by doing the following. It's the square root of s, this number you found above, times s minus one of the sides, times s minus the other side, times s minus the other side. And so once you do that math, then you'll have the area of the triangle. So it's really not that difficult. So let's do one quick example just to show how not horrible that it actually is. Okay, if you know this side and you know this side and you know this side, okay? So we've got a 7, 10, 12 triangle. It doesn't even matter if you know the angles in between. So if you just know this, then all you have to do is this formula up here. So you first find your s by adding these and dividing by 2. So that would be 17/29. That's not a pretty number, okay? Then you would take your 29/2 and you would plug that in for all the s's down here. So 29/2 minus A. I'm going to call, you know, A, B, and C, guys. Don't get hung up on who's A, who's B, who's C. Just label it yourself, and you'll be able to crank through this pretty darn easily. 29/2. So from here, I'm grabbing a calculator, no lie. I don't want to do, here's the deal. I could do all this fraction math, but then I still have to take the square root of it, and that's not going to be possible without a calculator. So I would definitely just pick up and crank this out, and whatever that is going to be your area. All right, cool. So you got two options, actually three, because you always could do 1/2 base times height if you actually want to go in and find the h. But I recommend learning Heron's for an SSS and then using this formula for pretty much everything else. All right, good luck.